And we are live here at West Regional Championships at Naranja Park in Oro Valley, Arizona, in partnership with Visit Tucson. I am Michael Rodriguez. I will be commentating this game between Lost Boys and Salt Lake Quidditch Club. Salt Lake starting with the quaffle, almost lost it. Looks like Lost Boys will recover the quaffle after that turnover. Now Lost Boys with blooder control, putting a lot of pressure, muscling through, dunking it at the left hoop. Lost Boys, first blood of this game. Now, both of these teams played yesterday. Lost Boys coming away with the win over Salt Lake, but very familiar with each other already. Today's a new day. Let's see how these teams adjust. Salt Lake with great passing at the top of the key. Their beaters being pressured back. Now Salt Lake also being pressured back. Beat out of the play. Very aggressive beats by Lost Boys, forcing a reset all the way back to the hoops. Technically could have beat the keeper there since he no longer had immunity, but choosing instead to reset all the way back with the rest of the Lost Boys team. Lost Boys sitting back, falling back into their 2-2 zone at the hoops. Salt Lake looking to attack now, passing it back, number 47, Vombar, passing it off to number 20. Allen looking to drive in, dishes back, give and go, gets wrapped up, falls to the ground, gets rid of the quaffle, but cleaned up by the beaters from Lost Boys. Looking to counterattack now on a fast break. A lot of bodies in the way, but defender beat out of the play. Lost Boys slowed it down a bit. A deep pass behind the hoops, stifled by a beater from Salt Lake, able to quickly read that play. Score remains 10-0 in favor of Lost Boys. Salt Lake playing very patiently up top, not trying to force anything. Lost Boys beaters continuing to be very aggressive now, forcing another reset. Salt Lake going all the way back, trying to take as much space as possible. Now they will have to advance the quaffle and will not be allowed to go back into their half of the field once they cross mid-pitch, which they just did. Aggressive beat at the top of the key. Pass goes to number 44, drives, takes a shot right off the top, barely misses, tries to recover it. Lost Boys with the quaffle instead. A bit unfortunate there for Salt Lake. That was a good look. Beaters playing aggressive from Lost Boys, capitalized on that opportunity to drive in as soon as the bludger was thrown. Empty hoop, but just unable to connect with the quaffle through it. Now Lost Boys with a chance to extend their lead. Quaffle in the hands of Lost Boys keeper. A little bit of pressure there, but Seto, number 7 for Lost Boys, beater, clearing up all the space in the middle of the field. A lot of room to drive. Lost Boys dishes behind hoops. There's a bit of a scrum there. Quaffle's being thrown around, recovered by Lost Boys. Blocks a beat. Spin moves out of one tackle. Passes through. The shot goes good. 20-0 for Lost Boys. That was number 52. Can't quite read the name on the back of the jersey right now, but that was a great spin move from Woozy, 52, to basically create that scoring opportunity by himself, block the beat beforehand, spin moves, and then quick stutter step to get past the keeper. Clean shot. Even had a chaser behind hoops there to recover a potential missed shot or rebound, but didn't need it. Goal was good. Confirmed by the head ref now. So the score is 20-0 for Lost Boys. Salt Lake yet to score, but Quaffle will be returning to them. Lost Boys doing a great job of maintaining control throughout this game so far. A bit early, but Salt Lake definitely looking to potentially get bludger control back. Makes their offense a little bit easier, but Lost Boys being aggressive again, dodging that beat, applying a ton of pressure up top, forcing a reset again. Dropping back. Seems like Lost Boys their strategy seems to be aggressive beating as soon as the Salt Lake City keeper crosses mid-pitch, forcing a reset, which limits their options on their next possession. Now, again, unable to cross backwards. Can't even get tackled back there. Deep pass behind hoops. Pass was good, controlled, but beat out of the play immediately by Lost Boys beater. Salt Lake not finding any room to advance the Quaffle towards the hoops meaningfully. Lost Boys doing a great job at shutting down all the scoring opportunities before they're able to materialize. Again, a lot of space in the middle of the pitch broken up by Lost Boys beaters. Nice fadeaway mid-range shot by Scarfone, number 13 from Lost Boys. Definitely went through the hoop. Question is, did that?
We are back. My name is Mary Kimball. I'm USQ's Executive Director, stepping in for Michael Rodriguez, who is going to fill in as a ref on this game. So this is the first time, I believe, that Salt Lake City and Lost Boys have played this tournament. So many teams that start with S. They were in different pools yesterday. Salt Lake, I believe, went 1-3. Let me double check that. Make sure we get these standings right. If you want to. Just pulling up those standings. Where'd it go? So looking at the standings from yesterday, Salt Lake, excuse me, I was totally wrong. I was thinking of their pool. Salt Lake went 2-1 in their pool yesterday. Lost Boys went 3-1. Really exciting to see Salt Lake here. The Utah region has had a rich history of collegiate and club teams centered around the Salt Lake City area with the University of Utah and Utah State, and it's great to see that these players that have been such a huge part of that college scene back again this weekend. Standout players like, of course, Cameron Von Bar. I believe there are many members of the Williams family potentially here. Nathan Liu, Gina Allen, just familiar names for people who know the Utah Quidditch scene. And of course, Lost Boys, been around for 10 years. All club players have quite a mix of people now. Do we have an extra bludger? We just have a top bludger over here. Play has resumed. Salt Lake has the quaffle racing down. This might be their scoring opportunity, and they do. They dunk it straight through the center hoop. That is Utah's Salt Lake, man. First goal of this game. Salt Lake has so far exhibited a pretty strong defense, as you can see by the fact that the score isn't hugely high, but on the offense, they haven't had as many opportunities. It looks like maybe actually that goal wasn't good. I don't see the scoreboard being updated. We will get more information from that as we have it. So Salt Lake forced once again to use their reset. This is a technique that we've seen by the Lost Boys. They are applying a lot of pressure. And actually, maybe it looks like that goal from Salt Lake wasn't good earlier. I don't see the scoreboard updating it, so I will update my scoreboard accordingly, folks. But hopefully, if we can see more moments like that from Salt Lake, being able to find the correct openings, they can get it in. There's just a lot of pressure from the Lost Boys defense right now. Good block by, I believe that's DiCarlo on Lost Boys. Quaffle goes off pitch, though. I think might have been a kickoff pitch by Lost Boys player after they got the quaffle. We'll see what the head ref says. Oh, excuse me. That was a kick from Salt Lake. I apologize if I have unfairly maligned Lost Boys here. That was a kick off pitch, I believe, by a Salt Lake player. Quaffle will be with Lost Boys. As you can see, Salt Lake, well, not sure if you can see their entire thing. Let me pan a little bit. Salt Lake has their entire team on this side, and it is possible their beaters aren't really in a position to do much to stop the ball carrier on Lost Boys right now. So we'll see what happens, especially because Lost Boys has that extra protection right now with Sato right there. Or Cito, excuse me. Lost Boys might have a good opportunity to turn this into a quick goal as we deliberate over what's happening. So there's no call on the play, just I believe a turnover, and we are seeing Lost Boys, like I said, race down this field. They don't even necessarily need bludger protection. Strong pass to Cheyenne Long, I believe, and that is another goal for Lost Boys. Oh, and it looks like that goal from Salt Lake earlier was good. So score is now 10-40 with Lost Boys up 30. Fambar with the quaffle just past the midfield line. Lost Boys, though, with bludger control, going to make this a little bit harder. We're seeing that pressure again from Lost Boys high back into Salt Lake's area. They're all trying to keep the quaffle, but there's so many people rapping right now. It did look like there might have been some back contact there. I'm unclear if Lost Boys, if DiCarlo initiated from behind. With two-arm tackling, there's just a lot of movement happening, and with people spinning and turning. Sometimes something that might look like back contact to us started as front contact and was fine. So Lost Boys now has the quaffle, passes it back to, I believe that's Scarfone. Salt Lake tries to wrestle it out of their hands, but there might be another call. I'm not sure what for. It looks like Salt Lake initiated, maybe initially from behind, but then let go immediately. I can confirm that is Sam Scarfoni, I believe in his keeper, which is a very dark green headband. Scarfoni, a Northeast player originally, I believe. Lost Boys was started by Northeast transplants, if I'm getting my Quidditch history correct. Great to see that tradition continue. I was mentioning earlier before play got started up, the composition of club teams has really changed over the last 2 years, and they're such a rich mix of like mini pieces of Quidditch history, and you definitely hear on both teams. And Lost Boys jerseys looking great, of course. Just want to point that out. Yesterday they were wearing their white jerseys. Today they're wearing their black ones. I like the black ones. Personal favorite, but I love the blue and teal combination of Salt Lake. Play has resumed. Scarfoni bringing the quaffle up, getting some protection from Smythe. Marigold trying to pressure, but gets beat. Allen now in his point defender. Smythe not going after them, though, going after the other beater instead. Loses the bludger. Scarfoni makes a pass. It ends up in the hands of Von Bar, who looks like has a fast break opportunity. Stopped initially by maybe some... I'm not quite sure. Honestly, it looked like Von Bar's momentum was stopped initially by some net contact from Scarfoni. So I'm wondering if that's what the call on the play is. Yeah, so Scarfoni as keeper, need to have someone switch to fill in as keeper because you have to have a keeper at all times in Quidditch. We'll see what happens now with Von Bar's fast break. He was in a much better position earlier, but it looks like maybe he can get it a little bit too high for Allen, unfortunately. Tries to get it, and Marigold, I believe, recovers, wrapped by DiCarlo, brings in, has an opportunity to pass to number 9, who is beat, unfortunately, but was in the right place. Good hustle, just unfortunately a beat by, I believe, Cito. And now DiCarlo, who has the keeper headband on, has the quaffle, walking it up slowly. Lost Boys does not have bludger control. Smythe heading behind the hoops to try to get that other bludger. And Lost Boys has used their reset thanks to some pressure from Marigold, but Marigold is beat by Vong and heads back to hoops. Allen putting a tiny bit of pressure on as number 9 again comes around, forcing DiCarlo to move. DiCarlo is beat. Allen picks up the quaffle, wrapped by a Lost Boys player. Quaffle is back in the hands of number 27 on Lost Boys. They try to score, intercepted though. Great block by Von Bar there.
Way to go, Cam!
Von Bar with Salt Lake with the quaffle, passes over to Marigold. Allen with the quaffle, pass it to Marigold. Goal is no good though. Lou recovers, passes intercepted by Long, who passes it over to DiCarlo. It doesn't appear, I don't know if Salt Lake has any bludgers right now. They just got one back. Tried to beat DiCarlo. DiCarlo passes it to Chana on Lost Boys. There's a little bit of a turtle right now, waiting for beaters to clean up or for the countdown to happen, and presumably Salt Lake will end up with the quaffle in this situation. Okay, so Von Bar with the quaffle, advancing up the center, facing a 2-2 zone from Lost Boys. Passes from Allen back to Von Bar, getting pressure from Scarfoni as well as the beaters. There is another forced reset. Lost Boys using this move again and again with Salt Lake, and it seems to be working, making them delay things a little bit. Von Bar passes over to the left, then a swap, and it's back in the hands of Von Bar. It's a little bit dangerous still to be that close to the sidelines. There's a call on the play for something. I'm not sure what for. Cameron, it looks like, might have stepped out of bounds. I'm not quite sure. But now it is turned over to Cornelia Chana, who makes a run for it on the right side. Looks like passes to number 88, who's gonna try to go through the hoop. It doesn't go, but Kim Chang is right there. Gets a little bit wrapped up though. Passes to number 21. Quaffle is on the right side with number 21 from Lost Boys right now. Protection from Smythe, allowing number 21 to take their time to find their options there. Chang is right at the small hoop. Chana was at the medium hoop, but they can just get to Chang, but I think it's going to be too hard with the scuffle in the back. A little bit of beater play right now. Salt Lake had bludger control, unfortunately lost it. Not a position you want to be in going on this offense. That was a goal for Salt Lake. Good job on Salt Lake being able to do that despite not having bludger control and facing the strong Lost Boys defense right now. Score is now 20-40. Lost Boys advancing the quaffle on the left side with protection from Ramirez. Princeton Nguyen, number 21, has the quaffle still. Getting pressure from Allen, wrapped up. Allen is beat though. Looks like Nguyen could pass it maybe to number 88. Yep, that's what they do. Another quick pass to Nguyen. Not really many scoring options yet. Just watching to see what's going to happen. Nguyen and number 88 passing back and forth. Number 88 is Capitulo. Nguyen might have an opportunity to make a drive onto the small hoops, and they do, completely dislodging the hoop from its base. Hopefully that plastic coupler is okay. Nope, it is not. We need to replace that coupler. So we are fixing it right now. Tournament director Laura Porth racing on the field to replace the equipment so we can get play resumed quickly. We'll be right back, folks. I'm going to see if stopping and restarting